Sit back, relax, and enjoy listening. RK's expression remains calm. There is no anger in his voice, no defensiveness, only certainty. I heard everything. He lets the silence remain for a moment. And I know why you're saying it. You guys are trying to protect me. Member 1 doesn't move. RK continues quietly. So let me tell you what I think. A brief pause. First, I am not in love with her because she saved my life. Member 2 shifts slightly. RK continues. If that were enough, I would have been in love with her the day she pulled me out of that fire. I wasn't. I was grateful. I felt that I owed her. I respected what she had done. But that wasn't love. But something changed that day. Not love. At least I didn't understand it as love then. It was something else. Something about her that I couldn't explain. I started realizing that maybe she wasn't the woman the world said she was. Maybe there was a part of her that no one knew. I didn't know what it was yet. I just knew. Not everything the world believed about SV could be true. The members remained silent. RK lowers his eyes for a moment. You were right about that. He lifts his eyes again. I did marry her because I believed I had to repay what she had done for me. But that is not why I love her now. Member 1 watches him carefully. RK continues before anyone can interrupt. And I'm not confused about these 6 months. I know what those papers mean. I know what she said to me that night. I know she never entered this marriage because she cared for me or loved me. I know she wants distance. I know she doesn't want me around her more than she has to. A faint, almost sad smile touches his face. I know all of that. Member 5 asks quietly. Then why stay emotionally? RK looks toward him. Because I'm not staying because she asked me to. I'm staying because I chose to care. That answer leaves Member 5 silent. RK turns toward Member 4. You were right about what happened before the marriage. She made things difficult for me. She pushed me harder than she needed to. She was angry because I stopped her. He pauses. But we all know now that I didn't know the whole truth. She did hit that reporter because he had done something terrible to that young female reporter. He had pushed her so far that she almost decided to take her own life. SV saved her at the last moment. So her anger was valid. I just didn't know that when I stopped her. I only knew what I saw. And I knew what she did to me afterward. She made my life difficult. He takes a slow breath. She pushed you guys harder because of me. I understand that. And I hated her for it. Because I didn't know why she was doing any of it. Then she saved me from that fire. But that is not the reason I agreed to marry her. I even refused to marry her initially when her mother asked me. It's not like I immediately agreed because I thought I had to repay her. I knew how stupid that idea was. Marrying a woman who hated me. And whom I used to hate. Just because she saved my life? No. I knew that wasn't a reason to marry someone. His voice softens. But then I saw her struggling to breathe in that hospital room. She had a head injury. She was in so much pain. Because her own mother had stopped talking to her. Something changed in me that day. I don't know what it was. I just knew I couldn't see her like that. Not in pain. Not struggling alone. I thought I was being selfish. She saved my life. So maybe I should do the same for her. But now I know. That wasn't it. The reality is. I couldn't watch her like that. Not then. And not even now. No matter what she has done to me. The room is completely silent. RK continues. And then she handed me the divorce papers on the first night of our marriage. I remember that fight. I clearly remember that I was upset, but it wasn't because she gave me divorce papers. I was upset because she refused to eat. The doctor had told her to eat and take her medicine on time. He told her not to take stress. And even though she had just handed me divorce papers, I cared more about that. That night when she was kidnapped, I was angry with her. She had been making time for business. She kept showing up everywhere. But then she went out of the city without telling me for 2 days. She didn't even send me one message. I was so angry. I had been waiting for her to return every night so she could eat on time. She kept skipping meals. She wasn't taking care of herself. I even slept on the dining chair for 2 days. And she never told me she was out of the city. And then that party invitation came. We went to that party in that foreign country. And when I returned from that, I was furious. A pause. But then I heard she had been kidnapped. And I felt something in my chest that I had never felt before. It was almost 2 in the morning. And I forgot everything. My anger. Everything she had done. I searched the entire city. Every possible place where she could have been. And when I couldn't find her, I felt like I had lost something of my own. His voice remains calm, but there is a slight break in it now. I still didn't understand it. Not then. Not when I finally found her in that jungle. She was crying. And something in me. My heart just shattered. It was the same feeling I had. The feeling that I didn't want anything to hurt her. I just wanted to stand between her and whatever had made her feel that way. I know she's SV. I know she can face anything. But that night, she was alone in that dark room crying. And all I wanted was to protect her from whatever had made her cry. A long pause. I didn't even leave her in the passenger seat. She was so afraid. Like a child. I held her. I made her sleep. I made her eat. I still remember the day she fell asleep in my lap. I felt terrible seeing her like that. But somehow, I also felt happy. Because that was the first time she had ever let me take care of her without fighting me. I didn't understand it then. But the next morning, for a few seconds when I looked at her sleeping in my lap, I realized that. And then she got angry again. A faint breath escapes RK. Even when that foreign girl accused me, I felt worse. I didn't want to say anything to anyone. I didn't want to justify myself. But when SV came, somehow I wanted to tell her. I didn't want her to misunderstand me. Not because she's my wife. Not because she asked. But because my heart couldn't afford to let her believe what the rest of the world believed about me. His voice becomes quieter. And then came Golden Vibe. I lost everything. The lyrics. The dance. Everything I had practiced for 2 days. But when I went on stage, people were bullying me. The accusations. The court. My own dance partner accusing me. Everything came running through my head. And then she showed up. Her face was covered. I could only see her eyes. But I knew those eyes. And somehow, I forgot the world. I sang my once most beloved song. The song I had written for the woman I thought would become my future love. The song that was stolen from me. I never completed it. I hated hearing it after that. But that day, I sang it for her. And I completed it. Without even thinking. Like it had always been meant for her. I don't know what happened to me during those 10 minutes. I don't know who was watching. I didn't care. I just lost myself. A long silence follows. That was when I truly knew something had changed. But I still didn't have the courage to name it. Then she saved me from that case. And I didn't know back then that she had saved me without ever announcing herself. I just knew she had saved me. But I didn't fall in love with her because she saved me. I fell there. At Golden Vibe. I just didn't know how to accept it. Then after I won the case, I remember I broke down at home. Then she tried to confront me. Not openly. But she let me hug her. Just for a second. And then she said. RK's voice softens. I know you're not that kind of person. Those words. I don't know what they did to me. For a moment, I forgot everything. I didn't care who had doubted me. I just felt like she had held something inside me together. Like she was telling me that nothing else mattered. I was happier that night than when I won the case. And she did more. She reopened the case against the singer who stole my song. She got my rights back in front of the whole world. She took that accusation case. She made the foreign president come himself. And she made him expose his own daughter. She did all of that for me. And without ever announcing it somehow. It felt so good. I was already in love. I just didn't know for sure. Or rather, I was too afraid to admit it. But before I could say anything, she called it a transaction. RK gives a small, almost helpless breath. Because I saved her. She saved me. And I lost my mind. Which I shouldn't have because I know her. I know that's how she works. The whole world knows. She believes everything is a transaction. Everything has a price. And so there was nothing to be offended about. But I was still angry. Because I wanted it to be more than that. I wanted it to be care. Even a small amount. I wanted her to care about me. Because I already cared too much about her. Jill even told me that. RK's voice softens further. He told me I was angry because I was affected. Because I wanted it to be more than a transaction. I wanted her to care for me because I already cared too much about her. But I was angry. So I refused to believe it. RK looks toward Jill. A faint smile appears in his voice. Jill is already smiling. He remembers. RK continues. And then I decided. I would never care about her again. A pause. I lasted 3 or 4 days. Then I heard she was caught in a fire on her executive floor. And again. I forgot my anger. I forgot everything. And then I found bullets inside her cabin. And I still remember how badly I wanted to see her alive. I just wanted to know she was breathing. And then when I found her inside that ice tube, my own breath stopped. But then, she ruined it again. She asked me what the price was. I lost my mind. I know she does that. I know she's hard. I know she asks me things like everything has to be a transaction. But it's not because she wants to hurt me. I learned that from her mother. I learned about her childhood. How difficult it was. How her father betrayed her mother. How SV had such a difficult childhood. How another girl took her place. How that other girl's mother took SV's mother's place. How they made her mother and SV work. How her father used to lock SV in dark, closed rooms. That's why she fears closed rooms. I learned why she counts everything as a transaction. Not because she's happy judging people. Not because she thinks everything can be measured by money. But because that is what she was taught. Her father used her mother. Took everything from her. Used them. Like. RK's breath catches. He stops. For a moment he can't finish. He turns toward member 1. RK reaches for his hand and holds it. Brother. SV is not like that. People made her like that. Her environment shaped her like that. It's not her fault. It never was. Member 1's expression changes, but RK continues. And you said she doesn't care. She does, brother. She cares more than she will ever admit. She saved me from that fire. Do you realize what that means? I always thought people were good. I thought the world was good. I thought everyone would help someone if they were in danger. You guys tried to explain to me that the world isn't always like that. But I never really believed you. Until that day. I was on the floor. A pillar had fallen on my leg. I couldn't move. And then I saw reality. People could have come inside. The fire wasn't even that wild in the beginning. Someone could have helped. I kept asking for help. But no one came. Not until the fire became too dangerous. By then, I had lost all hope. And then she came. She walked into that fire. In the middle of it. She didn't stop. Even when she realized it was me. She came closer. She helped me get my leg free. She got burned herself. She shielded me from the ash falling from above. She helped me stand. She dragged me out, almost carrying me on her shoulder. I nearly lost consciousness. And when we came out, she didn't wait for PR. She didn't wait for cameras. She didn't wait for anyone to see her. Do you know how easily her entire image could have changed if she had waited? Everyone could have seen her differently. But she didn't wait. Because she never saved me for her name. Or her fame. Or anything else. She saved me because I'm human. Even though I'm probably the human she hates the most. RK pauses. And it wasn't just me. She saved that young reporter from taking her own life. She didn't just save her. She took a stand. She removed that corrupt criminal reporter who had been hurting her. I stopped SV from hitting him because I didn't know the reality. But she did. And because of her, that girl. And other people who didn't have the power to protect themselves could work without being afraid of him again. She could have saved that girl and walked away. But she didn't. She made sure that reporter couldn't hurt her again. And the world misunderstood all of it. They called her ruthless. They said she had removed him because that reporter had printed something against her. But she never corrected them. She never explained why she did it. She just saved that girl and walked away. She cares, brother. She cares more purely than people understand. Sometimes I think she cares more than I do. A pause. She saved me from that case. Fine. She called it a transaction. Fine. Whatever she wants to call it. She still did it. But she didn't just send proof. She made the president of that foreign country come himself. She made him present the proof against his own daughter. So no one could question it. So no one could manipulate the truth. She cleared my name. Did I do that much when I saved her from the jungle? No, I didn't. But she paid that much. She even cleared my stolen song case in that same foreign country. The case had been closed because there wasn't enough evidence. The restaurant refused to give me the footage because of their privacy policy. She didn't just send proof. She cleared the case. And she made the whole world know I wasn't a thief. RK's grip on Member One's hand tightened slightly. She did all of that. Just because I saved her that day in the jungle. She had already saved me before from the fire. She didn't need to do any of it if she truly believed everything was a transaction. We were already even, weren't we? She saved me from the fire. I saved her from the jungle. By that logic, the transaction was already settled. There was nothing left to repay. But she still did. Why? His voice drops almost to a whisper. Because she cares. I know she hides it behind transactions. I know she hides it behind everything. But I've seen it. I've seen it in her eyes. Especially when she forgets to wear her dark glasses sometimes. A small laugh escapes him as he remembers. RK takes a slow breath. And you say she can't love. Brother. You haven't seen how much she loves her mother. She could give her entire life with a smile if her mother asked for it. That's SV. You cannot make her do anything she doesn't want to do. She hates marriage. She hates men. She had already decided she would never be with anyone. She especially hated me. She even said it would be better to die than get married. But she did it. Why? Because her mother asked. She disagreed initially. But eventually, she agreed. Because she couldn't watch her mother suffer. No matter how much she had to suffer afterward. She would do anything in the name of her mother. Even when she knows I've made things up. If something worries her mother even a little. She agrees. She pretends to be my wife. She talks to me like one. Because she believes her mother is happy. She thinks her mother still believes we're together. And even after hating me so much. She stays in my home. She stays in the same room. Even now. Because her mother came to the house. RK's voice becomes softer. I've never seen that kind of love, brother. And I fell for that. The day she came to Golden Vibe. The day she danced with me. I fell for her that day. I just didn't have the courage to accept what I felt. I thought what you guys say. What the world says about her. That she wasn't worthy of love. Then she called everything a transaction. She made me believe what the world was saying, or at least she made me try to believe it, because something inside me always said it wasn't true. And then I learned about her childhood. Something inside me settled. I got my answer. Something my heart had always been waiting for. Waiting for a reason to believe what it already knew. That SV isn't what the world says she is. She's different. My heart knew it. My mind just wouldn't let me believe it. But that day, it settled. And yesterday, when she asked me why I keep coming in her way, why I keep making her life harder, why I care, my heart answered without a shadow of doubt. RK pauses. Because I love her. The room becomes completely still. RK doesn't rush to fill the silence. I stopped before saying those words in front of her. But inside me, it became absolutely clear. I love her. Even when she's difficult. Even when she pushes me away. Even when she hates me. I want to be beside her. I want to take care of her when she's not well. When she's tired. I want to be the first person she can lean on. Not because she can't handle herself. I know she can. But because I want to be that person for her. RK looks down at his hands. His voice is quieter now. I know she hates me. She still does. She gets angry. She makes it hard for me to take care of her. And I know it's temporary. When her mother leaves. And when the 6-month period ends in another month or 2. She'll give me the divorce. I know that. And I don't know what I'll do when she leaves. But I don't want to think about that right now. I just want to live beside her. I want to take care of her. For whatever time I have left. I don't want to lie to myself anymore. A long silence. I already wasted enough time pretending I don't want this. I don't want to waste any more. I love her. And even if I only get a little more time with her, I want to spend that time beside her. Not because I owe her. Not because she saved me. Not because she's my wife. Because I chose her. And I choose to care for her. For as long as I can. Before she leaves me.